Hello, welcome to Study Circle. Today we are going to read class 7th Geography, chapter 5, Water. Water cycle. Water is present in rivers, lakes, ocean, etc. The sun's heat causes evaporation of water vapor. When the water vapor cools down, it condenses and forms clouds. From there, it may fall on the land or sea in the form of rain, snow, or sleet. The process by which water continually changes its form and circulates between oceans, atmosphere, and land is known as the water cycle. Our Earth is like a terrarium. The same water that existed centuries ago still exists today. The water used to irrigate a field in Haryana may have flowed down the Amazon River 100 years ago. Here you can see a picture of water cycle. This image shows the water cycle, how it evaporates, runoff, precipitation, and condensation occurs. Terrarium. It is an artificial enclosure for keeping small house plants. The major source of fresh water are rivers, ponds, springs, and glaciers. The ocean bodies and the seas contain salty water as it contains large amount of dissolved salts. Most of the salt is sodium chloride or the common table salt that what we eat. Distribution of water bodies. Saline water. In oceans it is 97.3%. In fresh waters it is ice caps that is 0.2% groundwater that is 0.68%, freshwater lakes that is 0.0009%, inland seas and salt lakes that is 0.0009%, and in atmosphere it is 0.0019%, and in rivers is 0.0001%. Salinity is the amount of salt in grams present in 1000 grams of water. The average salinity of ocean is 35 parts per thousand. Dead Sea in Israel has salinity of over 340 grams per liter in water. Swimmers can float in it because the increased salt content make it dense. Ocean circulation. Ocean water keeps moving continuously and never still. The movement that occur in ocean can be broadly categorized as waves, tides, and currents. March 22 is celebrated as World Water Day when the need to conserve water is reinforced in different ways. Waves. When the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternately, they are called waves. Waves are formed when winds scrape across the ocean surface. The stronger the wind blows, the bigger the wave becomes. An earthquake, a volcanic eruption, or underwater landslides can shift large amount of ocean water. As a result, a huge tidal wave called tsunami. The largest tsunami ever measured was 150 meters high. These waves travel at a speed of more than 700 km per hour. The tsunami of 2004 caused widespread damage in the coastal areas of India. The Indra Point in Andaman and Nicobar Island got submerged after the tsunami. Tides. The rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. When water covers much of the shore by rising to its highest level, it is high tide. When water falls to its lowest level and recedes from the shore, it is low tide. Cause of tide. The strong gravitational pull exerted by sun and the moon on the earth's surface. The water of the earth closer to the moon gets pulled under the influence of moon's gravitational force and causes high tide. Spring tides. During the full moon and new moon days, the sun and the moon earth are same line and the tides are highest. During the full moon and new moon days, the sun, the moon, and earth are in the same line and the tides are highest. These tides are called spring tides. Neap tides. When the moon is in its first and last quarter, the ocean water get drawn in diagonally opposite direction by the gravitational pull of sun and earth, resulting in low tides. These tides are called neap tides. Importance of tides. High tides help in navigation. They raise the water level close to the source, which help the ships to arrive at the harbor more easily. The high tides also help in fishing as many more fish come closer to the shore during the high tide. The rise and fall of water due to tide is being used to generate electricity in some places. Ocean currents. The stream of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in different directions are called ocean currents. Ocean currents are of two types: warm ocean currents and cold ocean currents. These ocean currents originate near the equator and move towards the pole. Example: Gulf Stream. Cold ocean streams. These currents carry water from polar or higher latitudes to tropical or lower latitudes. Example, the Labrador Ocean Current. Here is an image from your NCERT books that this is the Gulf Stream, and this side it is the blue one is cold current and red one is warm current. Importance of ocean currents. The ocean currents influence the temperature conditions of the area. Warm currents bring about warm temperature over land surface. The areas where warm and cold currents meet provide the best fishing grounds of the world. Seas around Japan and western coast of North America are such examples. The areas where warm and cold current meet also experience foggy weather, making it difficult for navigation. Thank you.